Here, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, what if Naruto ate the Suna no Mi? So, this is part 4 of it. Part 3 I uploaded like 4 weeks ago, so that would be like December something. But yeah, not the point. Now, of course, I'm going to give a warning that I'm going to be coughing a lot, then, yeah. So, yeah. I don't even know if I have COVID or not. I don't feel like I'm dying much or at all. I'm just coughing. But yeah. So, sorry about that. So, we go into Naruto as well. Recap of what happened last time. Naruto. He went to the land of waves, killed both Zabuza and Haku. Also defeated Gato, gave back the money towards, a casino that was in the land of, what's it called? Just in the land of fire somewhere. Now, of course, as where Naruto got back to the village, he got a C-rank mission to go deal with some bandits. Of course, when he got to the bandit side, he met someone named Shiroi. I don't remember what I call her last name. But, of course, she met Naruto, and she attacked Naruto, but Naruto never attacked her because, Naruto only attacks people who has money on them. And also might attack other people if they piss him off enough. So, of course, this is where Naruto just, making fun of her being the, daughter of Orochimaru, which she's not, and she's getting annoyed every time, so yeah. Of course, she decides to give up being a sound ninja and went to be, a leaf ninja. Of course, when they got to the leaf village, Naruto went through a gate that had no ninjas protecting it. Of course, when they get to the Hokage, Shiroi managed to become a ninja, the leaf ninja, and went on Team 13, while Naruto can now be on the team by himself. So yeah, that's where I last left it off, and also about the tuning up. But yeah, now, let me begin. So, this is where we go into, Naruto just walking around the village, giving 2 fucks less, fucking wearing a fur jacket, a fur jacket, a red, a red and white stripe kind of shirt, and also some black pants and black shoes, and just walking around, giving 2 fucks less, seeing villagers trying to piss him off. Naruto's gonna murder them, so yeah. This is where Naruto hears kind of yelling or screaming. This is where, he sees Konohamaru getting attacked by, Kankuro. Now, of course, Sasuke and Sasuke is nowhere near because, that whole incident would never happen because Naruto really doesn't care about Sasuke or anyone. So, of course, Naruto, he would ignore, ignore Konohamaru, but then again, the old man did a few favors for him, so he went straight towards Kankuro, and Kankuro just says, "Look here, little brat, for your manners, I'm gonna teach you some manners," with about a punch, Konohamaru, until Naruto appears, and he, grabs Konohamaru away from Kankuro, and Kankuro was like, "What the? You bastard! You think I am? You bastard! You're not supposed to do that. I was about to teach that kid some." And Naruto punches his ass, knocking him out. This is where Tamari, she was about to pull out her fan and says, "You bastard. You. What the hell did you do that for?" Naruto says, "First of all, attacking the grandson of the third Hokage is wanting to start a war, in which I am gladly to start a war. I would love to start a war with Suna." This is where Tamari just pales at the sight of what Naruto is saying. Not the fact that he's saying he loves to start a war, but that is the third Hokage's grandson. And then she pales and was dumbfounded when Naruto says, "I would love to start a war with Suna." This is where Naruto, he put his hand out and sand started appearing. This is where Tamari widened her eyes, and when Gaara was watching this, he widened his eyes, and this is where Naruto says, "Soon, Suna, sandstorm." This is where Tamari, she blows away, and of course she does get cut and all that, and hits into a building. This is where, well, Conqueror also flies with Tamari, smashes into a building, and Naruto laughs and says, ha 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 ha. Such a weaklings. I thought from being the, what's it called, village hidden in the sand, I thought you would be so much stronger than this village. Is it where, well, Gara appears right next to Tamari and, well, Conqueror, and Tamari was getting up, and she said, damn it. This is where Gara says, stand down. This is where Tamari and Conqueror wakes up. They're like, well, Conqueror woke up because after hearing, well, Gara's voice, and they were like, yes, Gara. This is where Naruto says, oh, another one. Very interesting. Are you also here to fight? This is where Gara kind of like nod his head and, well, yeah, nod his head, saying no. Saying, no, I'm not here to fight. Not yet, I don't think so. This is where, well, Tamari and Conqueror thought that Gara would fight him and kill him. This is where, well, they're seeing how civil Gara's being right now. This is where Naruto says, huh? I really thought you would really attack me for attacking those two idiots. This is where Tamari, she gets kind of like a tick mark, but then again, she really just got blasted away from Naruto. Like it was nothing. And this is where Gara just says, I know my two siblings are idiots, but that doesn't mean you get to call them idiots. This is where Naruto says, do you care about them? This is where Gara says, care about them. If no, then I will kill them for you. Naruto said. This is where Tamari widened her eyes. But before even Naruto going further towards what they call Gara, or getting towards Tamari and all that, this is where someone appeared right in front of him. This is, well, Anko. Anko tells Naruto not to do anything stupid and trying to kill the Sand Shinobi ninjas. This is where Naruto says, why wouldn't I? This is where Anko says, you will start a war with them. Naruto says, but they will attack the third Hokage-san. Where is he at? Or not Hokage-san, the grandson. Right, Konama? Konama is kind of nods, kind of shaking his head, kind of being scared also. This is where Anko says, wait. They attacked the grandson, and you defended the grandson. Does that mean you have a... But Naruto says, nah, I just wanted to start a war with the Sand Shinobi. This is where Uncle Pale is at that side and says, no, you're not supposed to start a war. That's the worst idea. This is why we're having the Chunin exams. Not to start a war. Naruto says, nah. We should definitely start a war. This is where Naruto, like, walks beside Anko and started walking towards the Sand Shinobi. And then just until, well, Anko grabbed him from the shoulder and told him not to move. This is where Naruto says, fine. Whatever. This is where Naruto turns back around and told Konohama, let's go to your grandfather so we can tell him the good news. So we can start a war. This is where Uncle Pale is at that site and says, no, Naruto. Naruto disappears in a sand body flicker. Yeah, body flicker of element sand. This is where, well, Uncle just says, that fucking brat. This is where our guard says, so that's his name, Naruto. Uncle just says, yeah, whatever, kid. Just don't do anything dumb or whatever. This is where she disappears and yeah. This is where, well, Kankuro and Tamari were kind of shocked. And Gara was kind of calm. Unnormal calm. This is where Gara says he would be the perfect person to kill. This is where Tamari and Kankuro just says, finally, there's Gara right there. And then, well, we go into a time skip. Naruto, when he got to the third Hokage, he wanted to tell him about the great news about starting the war with the Sand Shinobi. Until this word, the third Hokage said no, and Naruto was kind of sad, but then said that Konohama was kind of getting hurt by them. This is where, well, Sarutobi said, well, did he get punched? No. Then no war. Damn, this is bullshit. This is where, Hiruzen says, but, Naruto, don't try to just start trying to kill people. Even though I said you can kill people, doesn't mean you can't kill people. This is where Naruto then said, if I ever meet the Snake Man, can I kill him? This is where Hiruzen says, the Snake Man. Oh, or tomorrow. Sure? Yes! This is where, well, Naruto says, can I also have the bounty from him? This is where freaking Haruzen says, fine. So, what's it called? Orochimaru has a bounty over 1,000,000. Yeah, like, I'm not saying million. He has a bounty over 50. No, not 50. 500 million on him. Yeah. Because, well, Haruzen put that because, well, no one really go after it, really. Or no. So, yeah. Naruto knows about how much Orochimaru is, and Naruto wants that bounty. He will be so fucking rich. But yeah. So this is where, well, Haruzen says, okay, whatever. This is where Naruto just disappears, and we go into a time skip. A time skip about 2 days. Now, Naruto, he is, well, in the, well, what's it called, academy and all that? Well, not academy. He's in the Chunin exam building, so basically the academy. And of course, Naruto's just walking around trying to find the right door and all that. Because, well, he doesn't have a team. He doesn't need a team. Team 13 would be, well, containing of Shiroi, Nico Robin, and even what's called Sirena. So, of course, this is where Naruto, he managed to find the door. And when he gets in, of course, well, everyone is just looking at him, giving him bloodless. But Naruto is like over here, giving 2 fucks less. And lights up a fucking cigarette and starts just smoking that shit. This is where everyone starts coughing and all that. Because, well, there's just this random kid with fucking a cigar smoking that shit and just blowing it out and making everyone cough. Naruto gives no flying fucks about anyone. And everyone just like... Of course, where, well, some people are, what's it called? One person goes up to Naruto and says, can you stop smoking? This is where Naruto looks at the person, and this is, well, Temari again. Temari just says, Jesus fucking Christ, can you stop smoking? Do you not realize that everyone is here also? No windows are open. You don't need to smoke. Why are you smoking? Naruto says, because I like just pissing off people. This is where, well, everyone kind of gets annoyed. And Naruto says, and I get to kill them slowly by kind of making them breathe the smoke. Everyone realizes that, and they're like, wait a minute. Everyone just goes, shit. Naruto is not affected by the smoke because, well, he can turn his lungs into sand. Yeah. And, well, being a Logia Tower Fruit user, he's able not to be hurt that much. So, yeah. This is where he just, like, easily killing people because of the smoke. Of course, that's just because he's intoxicating them. And, yeah. This is where everyone just says, that's fucking cheating. And Naruto says, it's not cheating if I'm being fucking smart, you all idiots. How about open the window, why don't you? Half of them ran to the window, and Naruto just fucking chuckles. This is where Temari says, you know you could have just not smoked, right? Naruto says, no, I'm too fucking depressed and don't care that much. This is where Temari's like, what the fuck? Naruto says, no, I'm not depressed. I just don't give 2 fucks about anyone. This is where, well, Temari just says, whatever. She goes to sit next to Conqueror and all that. Or not Conqueror, just sit to someone next. Well, just to someone. Of course, this is where Team 13 comes in, and of course they smell the smoke, and of course she gets, like, what's it called, her shirt, and kind of lifts it up to her nose. And of course, this is where Nico Robin, she kind of smells the smoke, and she feels like she's not bothered by it that much. And of course, this is where, well, Sirena is, and of course she has, like, a paper and all that to her nose and all that, and saying, who the fuck is smoking? Naruto here does going, he has 2 of them right now in, like, his mouth. So, well, he has 2 of them just to fucking make people more annoyed. This is where everyone is so annoyed of Naruto. This is where, well, Team 7 gets in. So Team 7 are containing about Sasuke Uchiha, Sasuke, and even what's called, well, not Sasuke. Let me say that again. Sasuke Uchiha Emo Ass, Sasuke the Trash Can, the pink useless trash can, her useless release, and Sai. I can't really say that much anything about Sai, but I can just say Art Man. So yeah. Now, of course, this is where what's called also Team Neji also came. Well, Team Rakai will be here, and yeah, and also what's it called? Kabuto is also there, and of course he's smelling the smoke. And of course, he can heal and all that, but he's like, this fucking kid is such a prick about it. Of course, Orochimaru's also there just smelling the smoke, and he says he's fucking smart. This is where he sees Shoreboy, and he narrows his eyes and says, why the fuck is she here? Of course, Kabuto also sees Shoreboy and all that. And Naruto just like, he just blasts his like, he was smoking and all that, and he was like right next to one of the grass ninjas. Naruto, he thought it would be a funny idea just to blow the smoke right into the fucking grass ninja's face. And it was Orochimaru that he blows the smoke into. Because Naruto can sense, well, he can't sense, but he can smell a snake. No, it's not Shiroi. He can smell it right next to the grass ninja. And he just wanted to piss him off more. This is where a bunch of people are just like, what the fuck? Naruto just gives no fucks about anyone's personal fucking personality or what's it called, circle or anything. Yeah, you get the point. Just around them, like their personal space and all that. Naruto gives no fucks. He loves just fucking being a dick about it. So yeah. Then again, Naruto just says he's the strongest and all that. Because yeah, he got kind of like Crocodile's personality. And mostly that of also being kind of a cunt half the time. But yeah. So this is where, well, Naruto, he does that. And of course, Orochimaru gets annoyed. But this is where he just kind of just smiles and kind of just turns around. And yeah. This is where Kabuto kind of goes up to, what's it called, Team 7. And still talks to them and all that. This is where Sasuke goes up and says he wants information on Naruto. Naruto hears about this. And Naruto, I should mention one thing. Naruto has, well, a hand. And he does have, well, both hands. I would say he have a hook and all that. Which he does. He can actually just, well, turn his, like, what's it called, hand into a hook and all that. But Naruto, instead of that, he has actually, what's called, daggers and weapons made out of poison. The same poison that he has in the hook. Why is that important? Because when Kabuto was about to start reading Naruto's, like, what's called, well, abilities and all that, Naruto appears right next to Kabuto and stabs him right in the arm. This is where Kabuto widened his eyes and did not react fast enough to that speed. Everyone was shocked. Naruto stabbed him right in the shoulder and then stabbed him in the other shoulder. This is where Kabuto says, ah! This is where he couldn't read the paper and Naruto grabbed the paper and just dries it up and turns into sand. This is where everyone's shocked. This is where, well, Naruto says, I can't let you tell anyone about my power. That would be terrible. So, with that, I will have to kill you. This is where, well, when, it's called, Ibiki comes and says, what the fuck is that smoke? What the hell? And a bunch of other, what's it called, C-ranking ninjas are, well, not C-ranking ninjas, tuning ninjas are also there. And they say, well, who the fuck is smoking? Naruto, he was fast enough to just cut, what's it called, Kabuto's, like, neck. This is where Kabuto dies and passes, well, he's not passes out, he dies. So, with that happening, this is where Ibiki says, fuck, I forgot about Naruto. This is where Naruto's right now giving 2 fucks less and still smoking. And this is where Ibiki says, Naruto, I need you to throw away the smoke or your cigars. Naruto says, fine. Naruto stomps on them and then just says, there. This is where Ibiki says, you also gotta do a Winjutsu. Naruto says, oh my fucking days, just let them die. This is where one person actually managed to pass out from the smoke. He didn't want to show it, but he passed out and hit the ground. And Naruto says, good, he's dying slowly. This is where one of the ninjas was because he was from the, what's it called? From a small village. He wasn't from the grass village or anything. No, he was from the... Of course, this is where that ninja was from, I'm going to say, just a small random village. I'm not going to care that much. But he passes out because of the smoke and all that. This is where Ibiki narrows his eyes on Naruto, and Naruto says, fine. He uses a Winjutsu called Windbreaker. Well, yeah, Windbreaker. And of course, he blasts all the smoke away, and of course, it just goes through some window. This is where everyone is saying, thank God we can breathe. What's called Leaf Friend Ninja said. And Naruto says, lucky. I would have liked to fucking kill you if that would have made myself a lot better. This is where Gaara also recognized that Naruto also, well, doesn't care about his comrades and would like to kill them. He just says, he's just like me. Huh, I see. This is where Tamari just sees when Naruto kind of walked up to that one leaf ninja and says, I was waiting to kill you. And of course, this is where Tamari recognized that whole I was waiting to kill you is like similar to that of Gaara. How Gaara just kills anyone, even if it's his own comrades. Naruto just doesn't care. And same with Gaara. So yeah. So well, Naruto, he's like sits down. He just sits down next to Tamari. Now Tamari is just right now sitting down and all. And of course, well, she recognized that she's sitting next to Naruto, and Naruto just doesn't pay attention to her. Of course, where Biki passes out the papers and all that, and it still happens the same in original canon. This is where Naruto, he doesn't answer the questions. Nah, he just looks at them, just acts like he's thinking really hard, and then Naruto gives up. This is where Naruto's kind of just like, I can't easily do this. I give 2 fucks less. So yeah. Naruto's lazy like Shikamaru when it comes to paper like this. So yeah. This is where, well, Naruto doesn't even do anything on the paper. Tamari notices, and she was wondering when the fuck is Naruto gonna do the paper. This is where, when it was the end of the question, what's it called? 10th question. This is where, well, the test is like what's it called, over and all that. The 10th question, and of course everyone passed it. And Tamari was shocked that Naruto didn't do anything, and he passed. This is where Uncle Still smashes the window and tells everyone to get the fuck outside. Everyone does. Naruto, he jumps through the window. He doesn't give 2 fucks. He just like jumps also out the window. And this is where everyone is shocked. This is where Naruto lands to the ground pretty easily. He like cracks his legs, not really. He turns him into sand. Somewhat smashes the ground, didn't break any bones, and just walked away. This is where everyone's so shocked. This is where, well, Uncle still explains the rules and all that. And yeah, this is where, well, Naruto's not paying attention. He was looking somewhere else. Uncle throws a kunai at Naruto. Naruto catches it. And what he does is throw it at one of the grass ninjas, especially that being Orochimaru. Orochimaru managed to dodge. And of course, where, well, Uncle never her eyes because that kunai was going really fast. She already knows that Naruto's at least tuning level, like high tuning. And for being Genin levels, she kind of does expect them to either be Genin or tuning. But she is only expecting Naruto to be kind of like high tuning, at least. Which Naruto is at least Jonin level. Because even though he doesn't show off like all his strength, doesn't mean he's tuning. He's at least high Jonin. So yeah. Swear, well, sorry. I would say, what's it called? Let me do a pause first. I would say that I would give Naruto a Hawkins. It's just the problem is Crocodile never had Hawkins. And, well, Devil Fruit came from that world. So exactly, water and sea stone and all that won't affect Naruto because that logic doesn't work in this world. Now, of course, well, since Crocodile never even had Hawking, I'm not going to give Naruto Hawking. So yeah, that much. So yeah, or since Hawking doesn't exist in this world, and also he's not the reincarnation of Crocodile, he just has some personalities from the previous user. So yeah, we go into Naruto, well, going into the Death Forest, and of course Naruto's walking. He got his scroll, and his scroll is just a heaven scroll. He's looking for an earth scroll. Now, we go into a time skip. Now, of course, is where, well, Naruto is looking for Orochimaru. The reason why is because he wants that bounty. He's looking so fast. He's running through the goddamn, what's it called? Well, Death Forest isn't caring less about the animals, caring less about people, caring less about finding the Earth Scroll. He doesn't give 2 fucks about it. He knows Orochimaru is here because, well, when he was kind of like pissing him off, he knows that that is Orochimaru the Grass Ninja. Naruto, he finds a pile full of like dead grass ninjas and says, yep, he was here. This is where Uncle says, Naruto, So Naruto says, "Oh, hello, uncle." Uncle says, "What are you doing? I saw you just pass a couple of ninjas." So Naruto says, "Oh, I'm looking for the Snake Man." Where this is where he says it happily. This is where Uncle says, "Snake, Orochimaru? Why are you looking for him?" Naruto says, "Uncle, I'm not stupid. That one grass ninja is definitely Orochimaru, and that bounty. Oh my days, that bounty would have made me rich." This is where Naruto has freaking money signs in his face, like eyes and all that. Think of it like how Nami does have like money signs for berries and all that. Naruto just has money signs for Ying and all that. This is where, well, Uncle says, "Naruto, do you not know how dangerous he is?" Naruto disappears. This is where Uncle says, "Naruto, get back here." Naruto's right now looking around, and then he hears commotion, and he sees, what's it called, Orochimaru fighting against Sasuke, Sakura, who's useless as hell, we don't need to talk about her, and Sai. Sai got his ass kicked, because Sai doesn't really want to try. And of course, well, Sasuke still gets a curse mark and all that. That won't really change. But Naruto, he gets there and he says, "Snake Man, give me your fucking money." This is where Orochimaru turns around and dodges a attack from Naruto. Naruto just swiped the air. This is where Orochimaru just freaked out and thought it was some kind of attack or something. This is where Orochimaru jumped back and says, "What the hell? You didn't even attack me with kunai for anything. And also, you're pretty fast. Now, first of all, kid, I am pissed that you throw smoke on my face." Naruto says, "Good to know. I don't care. Give me your fucking money because I need that fucking money." This is where Orochimaru says, What money? I don't have any money." Naruto says, "Not really, but your bounty does, and I'm gonna fucking have it." This is where Uncle managed to catch up to Naruto and sees Orochimaru. This is where Naruto rushes at Orochimaru, like trying to hit at Orochimaru, like stab him with a poison dagger, because Naruto has those. He's right now just slicing at what's called Orochimaru. This is where Orochimaru says, "I have enough of your shit." This is where Orochimaru pulls out the Kusanagi blade and slices at Naruto. It cuts Naruto in half, and this is where Orochimaru says, "Ha, die, kid." Naruto turns to San and says, "Yeah, right. Naruto didn't actually use one of his daggers. Instead, grabs Orochimaru from the arm." This is where Orochimaru says, "What the? How?" This is where Naruto says, "Don't worry about it, Orochimaru." He starts drying up Orochimaru. Orochimaru just says, "Go on me, you brat." Tries to use his sword, but for some reason he got weaker. This is where he lets go of the Kusanagi blade. So this is where Uncle realizes and sees what Naruto's doing. Naruto's drying up Orochimaru, and Orochimaru just says, "What the hell are you doing? Why am I getting weaker?" This is where Naruto, he pulls out his, poisonous dagger. Well, not poison, pulls it out. He gets it from his right hand and just slices out what's called Orochimaru. Shing! Cuts his head off clean. This is where, well, he turns the, what's called, bottom half of Orochimaru to straight to Sand, and then he uses it against Uchiha, and just say, "Sandstorm of Berserk." This is where, well, Sand's, lots of, sand just rushes at what's called, well, Sasuke, but all of it turns into, well, blades. This is where, well, Sasuke's already passed out and all that, and then he gets stabbed more, with more pain. So yeah, Naruto gives no fucks about the Uchiha. This is where, well, Naruto has Orochimaru's head and puts it in the ceiling scroll, and then sees Sasuke all bloody up and all that, has a bunch of swords in him and all that. It didn't hit him any vital points, and Naruto saw this, and then he says, I shouldn't kill him right now. So where he sees the pink hair girl, and what he does is pull out one of the sand. He was grabs one of the sand. This is where Naruto, he gets some sand, turns into a dagger, and throws it at, well, Sakura, hitting her right in the skull, killing her. Naruto never cared about her, and really didn't give two fucks about her. He said that it was annoying for her, so yeah, he didn't give two fucks or anything. This is where Uncle just saw this, and Naruto, he just ran away, walking away. Of course, he knows what they have. They have a heaven scroll, and he's looking for an earth scroll. This is where Naruto just walks away and runs. This is where Uncle just is horrifying. Naruto managed to defeat Orochimaru so easily. And it's kind of just, not horrified to see that Naruto can turn to sand, because she saw this already. But yeah, this is where Naruto, he's running around trying to look for an earth scroll until he hears commotion. This commotion is when Gaara is kind of fighting against some rain ninjas. Or I forgot what. I don't know what he was fighting against. This is where, well, we go into Gaara kind of killing them and saying, okay, well, that was easy. Of course, Temari and Conqueror are still afraid of, Gaara and all that. This is where Naruto appears and says, oh, hello there, red-haired bastard. This is where Conqueror and Temari recognize that voice of Naruto. This is where Gaara turns around and says, ah, it's you again. You will be my perfect sacrifice for my mother. Naruto says, you call that thing your mother? What the fuck is wrong with you? Because Naruto knows what he's talking about. Shikaku. He knows about the different Bijus and all that. He has one of them, and it's basically Kurama. Now, of course, he doesn't really talk to Kurama much or anything. He met him before, but he really doesn't talk to him or uses chakra or anything like that. So, this is where, well, Naruto's confused why the hell he calls that shit his mother. This is where Kurama just says. So this is where, Naruto. Actually, I'm gonna end it off here. I'm gonna keep coughing and all that. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end it off here. If I get better one fucking day or something, I don't know. I'll record. I'll just keep coughing a lot. But yeah. But have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato. Potato.